Now Adnan makes a cut, gets looked off, gets looked off, gets looked off, looked off.
All right. Week 11, episode 11 of the Lookoff podcast. We have a very, very, very special episode tonight that I'm very excited for. Is everybody excited?
Very.
Yes.
Moderately.
This is going to be a Game of Thrones themed episode. We will be drafting 8 people from Game of Thrones to form our perfect ultimate team. I'm Brad Kotecki. Joining me, as always, we have Elizabeth Libby Lehman, first of her name, renewer of energies and mother of cats.
Jesus Christ. Glad to be back, I think. Maybe.
Libby, does any of that, do you understand why we're doing any of that?
No, I don't. I have never seen Game of Thrones. I do browse Reddit, so I have seen Game of Thrones memes.
Perfect.
Sometimes I don't know that they're from Game of Thrones, though.
Okay.
Next, we have Joseph Teddy Marmerstein of House Yo Mamas. Second of his name, Captain of Fish and wearer of Contra.
It's great to be here. I wish I had a Game of Thrones themed introduction for myself, but
Joe's actually wearing chainmail, so if you hear that clinking around, that's him.
Contra.
Contra-branded chainmail. Oh, that's great. And our special guest this week is Caitlin Duffner, first of her name, Lady of House Hen, and feature of Chaka Khan.
Wait, should I get that?
So that's a deep cut, mostly just for me. There's a band called Rufus featuring Chaka Khan.
All right, I get it.
So
I understand.
there's the Rufus tie.
Glad you could have fun with that, Brad.
Yeah, I loved it.
that one was for Brad.
So
Could have gone the naked mole rat route, but that's too easy. I guess.
I don't get that one.
Oh my god, that's fine. Impossible? Nobody? All right. No.
All right, so as we mentioned, we will be drafting Game of Thrones characters to form our perfect 8-person team. 4 males, 4 females, 1 coach. The draft will be a snake draft with a little bit of a twist. Since Libby's never seen the show, we thought we would give her the first round, or the first pick of each round, and then the 3 of us will snake. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
Hell yeah, that handicap.
Also, Libby, as an additional handicap, maybe just for more fun, you get to pick the remaining order. So, however you want that to happen.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
All right.
You're on the spot. Who's picking second?
Rufus is going to pick second.
Boom.
As our guest and fellow female.
All right.
Okay,
Hopefully this works.
bring us back. I'm a professional.
All right. We're back. Something went horribly wrong.
Joe fucked us.
Classic Joe.
Something went horribly wrong. I don't know what, but we lost about 15 minutes of recorded content, which included the rest of the draft order and first 2 rounds of picks.
Did we discuss...
Oy vey.
Did we lose audio before we said we're getting rid of the
Oh, yeah, we
giant?
also lost all of that.
So
Disaster.
We're getting... All right, quick recap. Draft...
Joe's really
Worst
dumb.
podcast ever.
Yeah.
Joe's worse at podcasting than he is at Winter League.
What you saying something?
We're drafting Game of Thrones characters. 4 males, 4 females.
I think we covered
coaches.
that.
Libby, the draft order is Libby, Rufus, Joe, Brad. And then it's a snake draft, except Libby picks first in the second round. So then the next 4 picks are Libby, Brad, Joe, Rufus. We made it through probably what was the funniest 15 minutes of Lookoff history. And 2 rounds of picks.
But only if you watch Game of Thrones.
Only if-
Otherwise, it wasn't that funny.
I guess we also lost the spoiler alert, so if you don't watch Game of Thrones, you probably shouldn't be listening.
Oh, fuck, man, this is sad. I just don't even want to. Like, I feel like we lost we lost Uncle Mo. Momentum.
Well, we can. All right, let's go through who the picks were.
All right.
In order.
Libby, your first pick and a quick description as to why.
So my only exposure to Game of Thrones is via internet memes. Therefore, also for a very long time, I thought that anyone involved with the Stark house was related to Iron Man. So I picked Arya Stark first. And
Hit it out of the park.
Yeah, everyone freaked out. I did good, as they say. And then, yeah, that's all.
So then Rufus was next.
I picked Brienne because she's tall and perfect and badass. Yeah, and I'm just gonna put her in the end zone and throw it to her. Well, personally, I won't throw it to her, but I'll get a handle that I can.
Though Arya is
Your
my
girl
deep, so
Right, yeah.
good luck with that.
Libby has put Arya as the deep in her zone. That's her role.
She'll have other roles too.
Well,
that's just
okay,
one.
That's
all
just
right,
one
okay,
of her
okay.
many
One of many.
faces. Boom.
All right, it's a good thing we restarted just so we could get that one in there.
Before we riff any longer, could we just make sure that this is recording?
Jesus Christ.
It looks like it.
All right,
looks
we
like
got
it
it.
is.
We're good.
You're kind of dumb.
Looks like it is.
All right, Joe, with the third pick, you took
Oberyn Martell. He's got the quickness, the speed, and
not to escape the slowest man in the world who was on his back.
Whoa. That was not a result of quickness or speed. That was a result of overconfidence, which I also want from my first round pick, because he should be thinking he's going to go out there and crush whoever's matched up on him every single point.
Joe
which he
also
will.
likes a man with a deep V and chest hair, but that's beside the point.
Who doesn't?
Who of us doesn't?
Retweet.
With my first pick, I took the consensus best player in the world,
Whoa there.
the Night King. The logic behind that being he took down a dragon with a javelin, a flying dragon. He's going to be the best thrower in the Game of Thrones universe.
He's going to be like Cole and just put it out the back every single time.
He's the best. That sort of accuracy requires control, which Cole doesn't have. The Night King's the best thrower in the universe. At me.
Do we need to recap who is and isn't in the draft? Do we do that?
No dragons,
did
no
it.
giant dire wolves are in.
The dire wolves
There's
are
the
in.
recap.
And there were some jokes about Pittsburgh, but
Yeah, they'll come up. They'll come up again.
Gone forever.
Also,
All right. Then we came back to Libby with another home run of a pick.
so I was hungry. Have since acquired dinner. Maybe rethinking it, but it's fine. So I also appreciated the no house affiliation. I picked Hot Pie, which we all agree is a classic ultimate player. The shotgunner for the pool and the crazy colored 5 shorts. Drunk on the sideline. Every team needs one.
bringing baked goods.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Brie effect.
The Brie effect.
I thought we were talking about cheese.
Just another person you don't know.
Just more food.
Great. I love it. Hi, Bree, wherever you are.
Back to Brad now.
Now, with my second pick, I took Nymeria, the direwolf. So I have the best thrower and one of the best receivers. I'm
Wait,
stacked.
when is which?
The Night King is going to be my center handler. Okay. We're just going to get resets to him. He's going to pipe it to my dire wolf. Libby, it's a wolf. It's a wolf, but bigger. It's a wolf, but dire.
Cool.
Joe, with your second pick, you took...
With my second pick, I took Yara Greyjoy. Just wanted to make sure that I got one of the top end women before potentially other people were snatching them up, and I think Yara's a very very versatile player, similar to Oberyn. I have some reservations about some potential friction between them, both just very proud, confident people, but I think they have enough common enemies that they can get shit done.
Are they going to be able to stop banging for long enough to play?
I mean,
Both of those two get around.
Yeah, that's another thing they have in common.
But not
Common
each
ground.
other. They don't play for the same team.
Well, yeah, I guess Oberyn plays for every team.
So doesn't Yara as well?
I don't know that they ever show her with a dude.
got to second base with her brother.
That's also yeah. Ugh.
Yeah, maybe I should be drafting Lannisters with it.
You guys are really selling this show. You know what? I wasn't really that interested in it, but oh, good God!
All right.
All right. Well, with my second pick, is my turn.
It is your turn.
you're-
Sorry.
You gave me a look.
I
Like
thought we were back. I thought we were.
Get Out. Great film. My pick, I chose Grey Worm just because I'm picking all of the athletic fighters first, and he's a badass. Go Cutters.
boo.
All right, and now we're all the way back to Libby.
So I have to say, I feel like I've been drawn to anyone with quotation nickname because
Oh yes.
Let's go.
I feel like that's a classic Ultimate characteristic. You know, the nicknames of Ultimate.
I can't wait.
So we're gonna go with Brendan the Blackfish Tully.
That's a solid pick.
That is a solid pick.
The
Seems like an ultimate name, you know?
Blackfish. He's got some accuracy.
He's
a badass.
He's definitely on the tail end of his playing career.
Oh, for sure.
Like, you're gonna have to contend with him missing a few practices for Masters Nationals.
Hey, that's how I built my Winter League team.
That's true.
How did that work out? Power team.
It could have been worse.
Definitely could have been worse.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You know, it's a quick Google search. He looks experienced. I think for hot pie we might need that.
Jeez.
I could have seen him playing for Dog back in the day.
Yeah,
He could have been around that scene.
yeah, he definitely gives that vibe. All right, gobble gobble.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Hold on. One moment, please. I really thought I had my shit together.
If only we had a 20-minute break where food was delivered and we realized we weren't recording.
All right.
Also,
well,
I am gonna compulsively every 20 seconds now check to make sure that we're recording. So at least there's that.
okay. Going with my whole loyalty theme here, I'm picking Jorah,
Wow.
and he's also a huge badass
How do you spell that? With a J?
with a J.
Your team.
He's gonna murder everyone else's team. I know, you don't have to tell me.
It's Jorah, not Jeor. Is
Or
that-
Jojen?
I don't know. Yeah.
Or, yeah. There's a lot of names that all look the same.
That feels like a few picks too high to me.
Yeah. Also,
Excuse me?
Kind of old.
Yeah, he's pretty old and slow.
He is
What?
a certified.
He's like the
badass.
best fighter.
He will do.
How do you mean he's old and slow?
what-
You're
you-
old
You
and
have
slow.
said that about every one of your picks so far.
That's what I'm saying.
They're
That's
the
why
best fighter.
That's the point.
He's not giving up without a fight. You could give him that.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be a good fight.
I definitely
What?
respect the pick. I think
Did
he
he
would have
not-
been on the board.
Did he not outfight your first round pick? Am I lost?
I think you are.
I didn't rewatch.
I don't remember them ever meeting.
Just kidding.
Did they meet?
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I don't think they met. Libby says it
checked
happened.
out. Hey, it checked out.
Canon. Take that, George R. R. Martin.
All
See how
right.
hard it is to write another book?
All right. With my third pick, I am going to take Jaqen Hagar.
That's a good pick.
He's gonna be the kind of guy on my team, the kind of player who does a lot of stuff, but isn't always super flashy. You know, if you're not watching carefully, you might miss, him murdering 20 people silently at midnight. But
A great skill in Ultimate.
it is a great,
Sure.
it's a great skill. Murdering in this case, of course, is a euphemism for just beating them to the end zone.
You don't think he's like
But-
terrifying though? He freaks me out a little. I don't like him.
If you think Oberyn and Yara are going to be scared of him, then you're wrong. My team's coming together, Turkey.
Your team's got a lot of strong personalities. A lot of stubborn people.
Yeah.
That's gonna be tough.
Gonna need a good captain.
You know what I'm gonna do to make sure my team doesn't have that issue? I'm gonna get another direwolf. Give me Ghost.
What? Ghost is not.
Ghost isn't on here.
Ghost isn't on the board.
You
Not
can
on the
pick-
board.
You can pick Shaggy
Not on the
Dog.
board.
I'm not taking Shaggy Dog.
Wait, I was gonna take Shaggy Dog.
There's still time. It's okay.
Ghost might not be on the board, but we know Ghost is a character.
Yeah. We'll add Ghost.
Well, I don't think I need to explain why.
Did you count Ghost as a Stark or?
Yeah, all the direwolves are Starks. Maybe wink, wink. There's a hint.
I don't get it.
So the logic is very much the same. Can guard anyone, can't be guarded.
I'm not sure I agree with can guard anyone, but
Can guard anyone, can't be guarded.
So what's wrong with Shaggy Dog?
nothing.
Infinitely less cool than the other direwolves. Just because his name is Shaggy Dog.
Yeah, it's kind of like a long story where you listen to it,
I'm not interested in it.
and it just goes nowhere. It's kind of what Shaggy Dog is. In this instance, Well, Libby, it's your pick. Let's not talk too much.
Yeah.
Well, full disclosure, I was gonna pick Shaggy Dog to go with my other Stark household, and because who doesn't love dogs? Instead,
Not a dog, a direwolf.
I am going to pick. Oh no, I don't remember which one it was. It was one that I thought looked like an anagram. Okay, so Talisa Magger.
She's hot.
She is.
Cool. I'm in.
She's pretty badass, though. She's like a war nurse lady.
Another
Right?
strong Stark female.
Well, she married into the family, so we're not gonna go bloodline.
Well,
but
we're gonna count it.
Yeah, and that marriage wasn't quite on the up and up.
But not really.
Rip the red
Not
wedding.
really her
I
fault.
think I cried.
Yeah, that was a great episode.
I wouldn't say great. But sure.
When you marry someone, you marry their family. Am I right?
Oh.
All right, I think I'm going to break my mold.
You're gonna get another direwolf?
No, I think I'm good on direwolves. I have a direwolf lead. The rest of you are going to have to start drafting to catch up to me. I'm going to take Egret.
Is that like a
That's
bird?
Good. Yeah. Yeah, she can fly. We're all fucked.
That's a good pick. That's
That is
when
a great
I
pick.
drafted Yara, I was
pick.
deciding between Yara and Egret.
She, certifiable badass.
Definitely. Accuracy,
sure.
definitely. She's definitely got the accuracy down.
Real team player. I mean, she climbed a fucking 800-foot wall or whatever it is.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, she's an athlete. There is no denying that. All right, I guess it's back to me. All right. I gotta decide between. All right, I think I'm gonna take Sirio Farrell.
You fucker.
He's definitely got the Bravos chemistry with Jaqen Hagar.
Johnny Bravo chemistry?
The Johnny Bravo
Bravo
chemistry. I think it's another. He's probably going to be more of a backfield handler type, but definitely also can be a multifaceted player. I think all my players right now can sort of play any position.
I was sleeping on Sirio because I thought I could get him next round. He was going to be my reset guy. He's just going to get the disc, get it back to the Night King. That's all you need.
Well, he's going to have a slightly bigger role on my team. I think he'll be happy about that.
I think he'd be happy anywhere. He's just the kind of guy who goes with it. It's like water. Isn't that what he says? Water dancing.
Yeah, that was said. All right.
Okay. I'm picking Osha. because she literally carries the team on her back.
OSHA is a great pick.
Tell me about it.
OSHA, for those who might not remember.
Or no, in the first place.
No.
Yeah, Libby, what was OSHA to you in the series?
Like Osha Dega? Yeah.
Shouts to
OSHA of House
Roger,
At
Dega.
Roger.
OSHA of House Dega. Yeah, she,
Then yeah, I'd say
One of the sponsors of the show.
where did she disappeared with Rickon for a while, right?
Yes.
But she was helping
a
Bran
wildling.
out. Yeah, she helped Bran
She
get
literally
north of the
carries Bran because she's
Literally,
strong.
she
and
does
she's a badass
literally.
bitch.
Yeah, she does literally.
She carries
carry
the team
him.
on her back, and I can't wait.
wall. She was actually next on my list to go to. Well,
Oh, that's,
back to Dire.
that's too
back
damn
to,
bad.
Back to Dire Wolves. Who's up?
It's back to Luby.
I couldn't work lube into the
That's
into
fine.
the
That's
name.
fine.
Should have tried harder.
Okay. Because this has worked for me in Winter Leagues past, I am going to draft Dario Naharis.
That's a good pick too.
Wow,
pick.
Libby is crushing right
Oh,
now.
picking Dario before.
Yeah, Dario.
Okay.
Unfortunately, he does not come with Tarek this time
Okay,
around.
well, that's alright. Tarek never shows up anyways. But yeah, I figured, in the Ultimate world, I'd bet on Dario. Also, I'm liking this non-house affiliation.
You got a good team.
yeah,
You have a surprisingly good team,
yeah.
especially considering the fact that you picked Hot Pies.
All right, I think it's Rufus now.
Oh, shit. Oh, I know who I'm picking. Are we kidding? I'm picking Gendry.
Damn. Great. Runs forever.
Yeah, he is pretty good at running.
Fucking cut. Babe's a babe. What do you see his role as?
I'm drafting all cutters if you would listen.
Okay.
And that's the plan.
Because what could go wrong?
Because what could
Except
go
that
wrong?
no one can throw it.
No. They can. They just throw little baby throws, and everything will be okay.
Chiseling it up the field.
Yeah. And they're all great at defense.
All right. With my next pick, I'm going to take Leaf.
I was going to pick him. Dang it.
The Children of the Forest.
I should have picked them next.
She's got a little bit of throwing chops with the exploding fireballs. Been around forever. She's seen it all. You're not going to throw a defense at Leaf that she hasn't seen before.
You have no idea how that makes me.
Yeah, so I think she's gonna fit in well with the group that I have.
I don't even
as
want to
well.
play anymore.
I'm sorry, Libby, but it had to be done.
That
Yes.
literally the last 4 picks were all picks that I was about to take.
You can take some time. We can edit it out.
I don't want to take any time. I want to be on the clock. I want the pressure. I thrive under pressure. All eyes on me. I just need to find which tab I had the list of people I wanted open.
That would have been a good idea. I wish I had done that too.
All right. Give me Mira Reed.
I was looking at her as well.
Similar reason to, I guess, the OSHA pick before me. She has the will, has the heart, has the strength to go north of the wall, fight for a greater good, keep her wits about her. Great team player.
Yeah, for sure.
I see her as being the break side handler,
Yeah,
just being there for resets. Just
she
all
strikes me
reliable.
as more of a like handler defender type of player.
Well,
Just gonna go.
That's only half the game, Joe. You got to play offense.
Well, I mean, I guess. It seems like your strategy isn't really an offense. It's just put it deep to the direwolves. So I'm not sure.
It is an offense.
Right, but I'm not sure you need I'm not sure you need a
offense.
breakside handler in that offense.
I need to clear the space. Actually, that's right. I need Ghost to be the breakside handler because he's going deep out of the handler stack every time.
All right. What's up now? Back to Libby.
Ooh. Not ready for this. Oh, man. Well, Joe, you really fucked me. So what can you guys tell me about this Brotherhood without banners?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
They serve banners.
They serve the Lord of Light.
They serve the Lord of Light, who's the only Lord we ever see do anything.
Okay, that's helpful.
Yeah, he absolutely is the only Lord we ever see do anything.
Well, if you count like Bran's powers as old god's powers.
It's not old God's powers. It's just Bran.
He like gets it from touching the trees of the old gods.
I don't remember
Those
one
are
of the
fresh
seven being a
gods.
tree. It's the mother,
That's
the father,
the old.
the
That's
warrior.
the old magic.
So I thought about drafting Roose Bolton because it kind of reminded me of Goose Helton.
Great strategy.
Let me do that. You just gotta do that.
You gotta
But I
do
kind of wanted to see what the reaction was.
Well, what's the read on the reaction?
I don't know. There was a lot of laughing. It was either that or another Stark, I think. We're going with it. Roose.
So, Bruce is a bold pick for a player, great pick for a captain. Bruce is going to be my captain pick.
So I will say I think it's a good pick, except for the fact that you have the Blackfish and Arya on your team, and Roose betrayed.
There's going to be some
the Starks
tension for sure.
Well, Bruce is also a little old.
Right? Yeah. I mean, Libby's
old.
going with the same strategy that you went with for Winter League, drafting the old guy. Yeah. You're gonna have some chemistry issues for sure. There's no doubt about that.
Are we on our teams?
Kind of.
Are we on it?
We're
Like, can I smooth the edges?
We're the owners. I think we're the owners.
Yeah.
Right. So
all right. Then I'm fine with
you can be somewhat involved, but you're not out there on the field. With
I don't think you have the years of psychological training to solve their issues.
Yeah, that's
Okay, is it back to me?
no. Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think I got to take the wave.
Do you gotta?
I think I gotta.
I never even knew that person had a
name. Let
Which I
alone
guess
that
they
it was
didn't.
the wave.
All right, the
Mark, she
wave.
beats the shit out of Arya.
She beats the shit out of Arya. So we know she's
You already
athletic.
got that. Yeah.
We know she's athletic as hell. That's all we need. She's a faceless person.
Definitely. I mean,
This
I
is
think
your goon?
definitely a
That's
a
my
team
goon.
player.
Yeah, she's gonna
she does
fully commit to whatever she
serve
commits to.
the Lord of Death, basically, which is kind of the
Night King.
Yeah. So that checks out. That checks out.
I think she would be impossible to get open on in the handler set. She'll be doing cartwheels and shit, and you just won't be getting open. You'll dance all day.
I mean, Arya figured her out eventually, but it might, maybe
Might take
in
a
a
while.
single game. In a single game, you won't be able to figure it out. I think that's
The
fair.
only way Arya was to figure it out was to learn how to live blind and then turn the lights out, which isn't going to happen.
Well, what if
Not in a USAU sanctioned event.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. We didn't completely agree on what the rules of the game would be, but
No, we said 11th.
11th edition.
oh, that's right, we did.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
might
cutout, too.
That might have been cut
Yeah,
out.
it
We're
was
playing
probably
11th
cut
edition rules.
All right. I think I'm gonna go out on a little bit of a limb here, just because I want to make sure that I get this person, because she is going to be my captain, and that is
Don't.
Lyanna Mormont.
Oh, that's fine. You're doing great.
Definitely gonna be a little bit of a liability on the field, but
She's 4 feet tall.
yeah, she's what, like
So is Arya.
like 12 or something.
Are you kidding me?
Arya is literally there's like one of the shortest.
Yeah, she's very short, very short.
All right, I feel good about the deep.
I was like,
Who on your team
I
is
feel good
going to
about the
be
deep too.
be able to reel in her confidence? You have a lot of confident people on your team.
have you
Well-
met Joe?
So I'm locking her in as my captain because I think she's gonna be the one that she can keep people's egos in check, call people out when you need to be called out. Even the people with a big ego, I think will be able to respect her as a leader because how could you not?
So
She's 4 feet tall.
I just see her being the person where you're like down 2 breaks. You really need to get a hold on this one. She gets the disc and tries to rip a same third huck to a person covered by, I don't know, a dire wolf.
That is absolutely not. First of all, she
throws
wouldn't.
it 20 yards out of bounds.
First of all, she wouldn't be on that point. Second of all, there's
you
no
only
way
have
she
8 people on the team, Joe.
Second of all, she can't rip hucks because she's 4 feet tall.
She's 4 feet. What are you trying to say?
For sure, she would be
Who's
the one
gonna
that we
tell
just
her-
got broken twice in a row and is going to be the one out there instilling confidence in the troops that they can punch in that next point, even though they got broken twice in a row. She's going to be the one putting a fucking axe through your direwolf's eye.
I see her as the one.
That's not a 11 position.
That's yeah. I think that's a foul, dude.
She's seeing the metaphorical giant of being down a few breaks in front of her and deciding, I need to be the one to fix this. And she's taking shots she just can't. She's thrown to windows that are closed.
Except
Overconfident.
she did.
She also died.
Fine. That's even. She's going to die for the team.
That's even better. That's even better.
Great.
That's the kind of loyalty you need from your captain. I mean, not that I think that the rest of my players won't
Would
have
you
that.
die
but-
for Smokestack?
Yes.
He's died inside many times.
I absolutely knew that I wanted her on my team and as my captain. I think I'm picking her a round or two later or earlier than I would like, but I didn't want her to get snaked from under me. So I'm getting her while I still can.
Getting while we're getting good. All right, is it me?
Yeah.
It is.
All right, I'm picking. I don't know how to pronounce her name because I'm a dipshit. But Danny's like handmaiden, Missandei.
Missandei.
That sounds too easy.
It is easy. This is like one of the
They never
easier-
say her name.
Yes, they do all the time.
Shit.
What?
I don't pay attention.
They say it. They say it all the time.
Furthermore, I know her name now.
Okay.
And
So that's an interesting pick.
why is that an interesting pick? She's athletic
Is
and
she?
smart and good at stuff. What?
I don't think we ever see her do a single athletic thing.
On
Turkey's
second
making
thought,
a face right
she
now, but-
might.
The pick is locked in.
I think it's locked in. It's too late
No,
now.
no, there's no
Definitely
regrets
a
here.
good chemistry player.
I think that she's gonna be great. Are you kidding?
And you got her and Grey Worm. Like
we got
so
some
that's-
weird shit going on.
That's good.
But I'm into it.
I mean, it's
She's a good
It's a pick.
Judy.
It's a pick.
It's the best pick.
It's a solid pick.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they're-
back off, Joe.
I think there are a few options left on the board that I would have taken, but
I think
my
Liana
team.
Mormont, despite being like 2 feet shorter, still wins that matchup.
Oh, absolutely never. No.
All right.
She's,
I don't think-
she's the strong, silent type, all right?
let's just put it this way.
She's gonna outrun her.
A dire wolf is not losing any of these
fuck up,
matchups.
All right. Back to Libby. We got
think I need 2
3 more
females.
total picks. 3 more total
Wait,
picks.
so it was my coach. Oh, wait.
Coach can be either gender.
So I need 2 females still. What can you guys tell me about the sand snakes? Because it sounds cool.
Athletic.
Athletic, yeah.
All right.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, any of the sand
What,
snakes.
my lady's not athletic? This is bullshit.
Well, I mean, she's definitely like fit, but
Also, why are there 2 people named Nymeria?
Well, one is a
one is a wolf. But that's a fair question.
It seems like of all these bullshit names, they could have thrown a couple more
Joe's.
vowels in there.
A few more Toms. Surprisingly few Franks in this universe. Didn't see any Marys.
All right, we're gonna go with one of the sand snakes. I just don't know which one. Oh, we're gonna go with Obara sand for no reason whatsoever.
She is one of the daughters, I believe.
Mm-hmm. She is.
I don't know exactly which one she is.
She's the one that doesn't... Not the short one.
Ooh, she looks like she's got a resting bitch face.
To be fair, they all kind of do in their time spent. I guess except for... I forget what her name is. The one with the short hair.
They're all pretty angry all the time.
That's
yeah,
good.
I mean, that's kind of their time spent in the show is mostly revenge time, so...
The overall
That's
poor
kind of
chemistry of my
fair.
team.
All right.
Who is up?
Back to Rufus.
Oh my god. Okay. This is a very important pick. Nobody freak out. Okay, I'm picking Podrick because he's hot now.
You said earlier you were not picking off of looks. You said your team was going to be ugly.
my team
but
is
they were
When you say hot,
Furthermore, have you
you
not
say
seen
hot?
him in the most recent episode? He went from he blossomed into a fine young man and an amazing fighter. I think he's gonna be our solid handle. Hangs out with his little man bun, and I cannot wait.
I'm not finding any images of him with a man bun.
Oh, he's got long hair now. Let me tell you.
If I search Podrick, is this Podrick Payne?
Yes.
Man bun?
Probably not. We don't think he has a man bun, but it's
that's
long
way
enough
better.
now.
No, that's way better.
his hair is not the thing he's renowned for in the universe.
Also, the chemistry. Can we talk about the chemistry between him and Brienne? Like, are we kidding?
That's
I'm
true.
going to be unstoppable. That's okay for everyone to admit.
You might have the
Brienne has
most...
chemistry with a lot of people, though. A lot of potential.
Well, yeah, you don't see me
Better
picking
picks.
Tormund.
You might have...
They're just gonna get distracted and run off into the forest.
I think right now you might have the best chemistry as a team. But we'll come back to this once
We'll
the
come
draft
back
is
to
finished.
I only have one more person, but that's fine.
All right, back to me. So I think I need a like a deep threat / defender guy.
To guard the direwolf.
Well, not to guard the direwolf because you're not going to match
That's a
up.
female matchup.
Well,
Because
you're not
going to guard the direwolf.
You're not going to match
gonna
up
lose
person.
that matchup.
You're just going to poach off of them, and that's it.
Try not to cry.
Just force
The Night King was able to throw a javelin
Yeah, he also missed
hundreds
like
of
3 other
yards.
times.
Yeah, close. Like they had to
misses.
zoom in on it. It's just like-
The dragon's also
All right.
like a pretty big target.
All right,
but,
I think
you know,
I'm
that's
going to
but it
take.
was moving.
I think I'm going
So
to take.
are
It was
the
more than
players.
90 yards away.
It's I have the floor here. It's my pick.
Okay.
I'm taking Khal Drogo.
You know, you've got a lot of personalities on your team, dude.
Yeah, I
Got
do.
a lot of stubborn humans on there. They're all gonna want to handle. No one's gonna want to cut, and then it's gonna
Khal
be
Drogo's
terrible.
not going to want to handle.
Oh,
He's going to want to dunk on people in the end zone.
You have a lot of heroes on your team.
Yeah, that's,
can't
that's
wait
the
for
kind
the
of team.
turn.
That's the kind of team.
no, when
I
you have too many stars, the research says that it's not great.
Yeah, that's why the Warriors aren't good, right?
They've okay, but leave me alone.
Is it up to me?
It is.
Yeah.
It is Brad.
All right. Give me Tormund.
Yeah, that was my other.
Okay,
My other
all I have to do
potential choice.
is sick Brienne on Tormund, and you're screwed.
That's a deep matchup for the ages.
That is super deep for sure.
Go up for a 50-50 disc, come down falling in love.
There's no way that he would defend her though.
Yeah, he would.
couldn't
He'd try to
he
impress her.
couldn't
He
do
would
his
try to
love?
impress her. He would try to impress
By
her. for
being
sure.
other people, not her.
They would
though.
never
There's
be matched.
no way.
They would never be matched up. I have I have Nymeria to handle Brienne.
All right, back to Libby.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Lady.
Fair pick. Lady is a direwolf.
Lady is a direwolf.
Unless you meant Lady Crane.
It's true.
No, I'm with Lady.
It's back to Brad. So we have 2 rounds left. 1 player and 1 coach. Or I guess Libby now just has a coach left.
Man, my last pick. I need a dude. Give me Benjamin Stark.
It's a good pick. There's some chemistry issues with the Night King, I feel like.
That's fine. He's also kind of undead.
That's fine.
He's also kind of undead. They'll bond over that once they get to know each other. He lived for years beyond the wall. He's resilient. I have a lot. I basically took an all northern team, other than the Waif. But we'll talk about this later. Benjamin Stark, maybe my team captain. Let me think on that for a minute. Joe, your final pick?
My final pick, I am going to go with... Yep, I'm going to go with Tyene Sand. Is that how you pronounce it?
Sand?
God damn it. One of the other sand snakes. She's the one with the short hair who seduces Braun a little bit. So I think she's gonna have a little bit of the lightheartedness to combat the stubbornness of the rest of my team, particularly the men. Well, I guess and Yara and Liana. So pretty much my whole team except Leaf and Sirio. But yeah, I mean, we talked about the Sand Snakes. You know, they're all pretty solid athletic picks. Yep. Another player who
not
can
outstanding, but
I mean, she's gonna
kind
beat
of forgettable,
kind
of
of
a regrettable storyline.
yeah,
she's gonna beat like pretty much everyone on
Sand
Rufus's
Snakes
team.
are
top notch.
top notch.
I mean, like who on your team is gonna guard her, Rufus? Brienne is not going to be able to take her in the short space at all.
Anyone.
You're gonna
Pick
get roasted
anyone.
up line.
OSHA's gonna...
Missandei
Osha,
is
are you
just going to
kidding me?
be...
Really good?
OSHA maybe.
I'll finish that sentence for you.
Missandei is going to be out of breath after like 30 seconds trying to guard one of the Sand Snakes. But you know, whatever. It's your pick. Maybe your last pick will bring something to the table.
Well, you know, I've got a lot of followers and I got no leaders. So I'm picking fucking Danny.
Wow.
I was waiting to see if she would go or whose captain she would be.
I feel like she's gonna be our captain. I'm bending the knee right now. Is what I'm doing. And I think that she's gonna be a star handle. Athleticism, you know, may leave something to be desired, but she killed like 2 White Walkers last episode, and I'll fucking take it.
She also...
Decision making, I feel, is a bit suspect at times.
Questionable. Yeah.
Questionable, yes, but she couldn't have gotten this far.
But again, I mean, I think
leader.
You kind of need that.
Leader.
You need that in your.
I need a leader.
You need
We've got a lot of
to
followers.
stick with your convictions and make a decision, even if it ends up being wrong. So
Get out. At least I don't have too many leaders.
So now we're back to Libby. This is the coach's round.
Coach's round. I'm going to go with the second character that I have heard of.
Probably a good pick.
Jon Snow.
Not a great pick.
Not a great Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a terrible pick.
Terrible.
He's proven for years.
Terrible. He should never lead.
He has no idea how to handle situations where he's in charge or preparations for battles.
I don't think this is a bad pick. Like, I feel like this is the like NBA coach that gets bounced around a lot and always gets fired after like 2 years, but also still has a reputation as being a good coach. Like
Mike Brown?
Yeah.
Like any cat
coach. He's been a leader. He's done. It's not like he's done everything wrong, but also things just seem to normally not work out when he's in charge all the time.
Well, the plan for all of the battles in which he's been have been terrible. His idea when they were at the Battle of the Bastards was to charge alone into the middle of the field. He should have died. He should be dead. He's
Well,
actually
he was
died
dead.
once.
Yeah, he was dead.
He's died because he can't read people. He can't determine
right.
loyalty.
Before we move on, Libby, now that your whole team is drafted, who do you want as your captain?
We'll just go with my first pick.
Arya Stark. That's not a terrible pick. I mean, the chemistry with the coach is definitely there. I feel like she's
good?
not. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There in a good way. I don't know that doesn't seem like she's too interested in like leading, more just, being a baller, but
Well, maybe you just give her that opportunity.
Yeah, maybe Jon Snow will bring that out in her. I think it's Rufus now for coach's pick.
Tyrion Lannister. Duh.
Great pick.
He's a genius. Goes with the whole chemistry vibe I've got going on here. And, someone needs to drink all the wine, so seems like a good one.
On my team, that's my role as team owner.
Yes,
I think there are two very obvious picks left.
I think
That's just me.
Oh. Interesting.
Okay, there are three. There are three.
All right, let me go back and up and find her. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Olenna, the Queen of Thorns, Tyrell.
Good pick.
Sassy.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. Sassy.
gal.
She's not going to be afraid to tell the big egos on my team what is up and tell them when to shut the fuck up and when they got to do what. She's definitely got an eye for strategy. She's been through it all, and I trust her to make those adjustments and to keep the personalities on my team in check. And I think her and Lyanna Mormont will have some great chemistry as leaders. I think there's going to be a lot of mutual respect there.
I can see that. She's a good pick. She was one of the two I was referring to the first time I said.
Yeah.
I think there are two obvious picks left. But since I'm the last pick, I'm going to talk about the person I'm not going to pick.
Do you have a do not draft list? I have a do not draft list.
Oh, who was... Well, let me finish my pick.
It's
and then
very
we'll get
important to me.
The one that I wasn't thinking of until I saw Joe think about it was the three-eyed raven, or I guess Bran in a way.
Right.
But I don't want that. I don't want that shit because they're too weird.
They are too weird.
They're just like
they might just go in the
assistant
middle of the
coach.
fucking game and never come back.
That's what you need as an
And you don't
assistant
know.
coach, because that the three-eyed raven will make the strategy adjustments you need, but you're not going to be a leader.
Yeah.
What are the cats doing?
Just the
They would
one
be-
cat.
Just cat things.
They would basically be there, and you'd be like, "Coach, what should we do?" And they'd be like, "It'll work out." And I'll be like, "Oh,
But you don't really know
fucking
what."
thanks, thanks for that." So I am going to take Tywin Lannister. Throughout the course of the show, he was the one who proved himself to be maybe the best military and strategy leader. The only thing he couldn't plan on was his own son killing him while he was taking a shit. So,
Seems like that's something you should have under control, though.
You would think.
Another dark horse candidate is that I think would be interesting as a coach, would be a huge risk, would be Melisandre.
yeah.
Nah.
Has
She's on the
had
do
some
not draft
success
list.
and some major failures.
She was moments away from not setting that fire. Moments away.
Yeah, but
It was
that's how
terrifying.
championship teams are made. They're always
In the
moments
last,
away.
in the
She
last
didn't-
moment.
She didn't quit.
She did
falter.
not set it. She's also like 1,000 years old, so
Right,
That's
exactly.
true.
she's wise.
Before we review our teams, I'd like to hear who else was on the new
On the
no
do
draft.
not draft list. All right. Well, of course, Ramsay Bolton. Absolutely no way in shit that I would put
Yeah.
on my team ever.
Wait, why?
Because he's.
Yeah.
He's like the
worst
most evil character in
That's
in
not
the show.
true.
We should all compare the non-draftables with real life people in Ultimate.
Murderous rapist? I don't do it.
Joe, bring us back in. Who else is on the do not draft list?
Oh wait, actually, hold on.
Joffrey?
Before we get there, we
sorry.
forgot to do Brad's captain. Brad, who's your captain?
Oh, my captain. Who's on my team?
The direwolf. In case you forgot.
Ooh, it's between Egret and Benjen, but I think I'm going to go with Egret. She's the only one that I think has the personality to deal with the other people being idiots.
She's also a wildling, though. Like, what if she just goes her own way?
My whole team is Wildlings, the Night King, and Direwolves.
Wild.
And the Waif.
And the wait, just for
Who's basically a wildling.
Yeah, she's the Wildling of
All right.
Bravos.
We can get back. We can get back. Sorry to interrupt your do
Also,
not draft.
all four, we got the female captain sweep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Point that out.
Boom.
That's true.
All right, so
It's finally happening. The cat's in the bag.
The cat's in the bag, everybody.
Back in the bag.
It happened.
Alright, let's wrap this up.
so real quickly, who else is on the do not draft list?
Joffrey.
Classic.
Oh, yeah.
Because, come on. Littlefinger, because
Yeah.
he grosses me out.
Ooh, I almost picked him.
Oh,
would've
yeah,
been a bad
good.
pick.
You know, good one.
Arya literally killed him. So
Not the
the
best
bullet.
teammate chemistry there.
Murray Mazdur, the witch lady
Yep.
who murdered my friend.
Well, not murdered.
Aldrogo. I
Tried
know,
to
but
help, but was
tried to help, but was a huge
unsuccessful.
twat.
Made it worse.
Ooh, almost.
She was the Dr.
Also was
Spitchemin.
And then the last one was, is her name Lysa or Lisa?
Lysa.
Lysa, just
Lysa,
because
yeah.
she's batshit crazy.
Yeah.
She's
Also,
I don't want
definitely.
her. Get her out.
Yeah. That's a fair do not draft list.
Yeah. There's only the big liabilities.
Right.
Mostly
Just people
personality
that. Yeah. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of other people that you wouldn't want
Yeah, like hot pie.
on your team.
Hey now.
All right. Do we want to review what we think of the teams? It's all said and done.
Yeah, let's look at them. So Libby drafted first. She has Arya, her captain, Hot Pie, the Blackfish, Talisa, Dario, Roose Bolton, Obera Sand, and Lady, the Direwolf.
Coached by Jon Snow.
Coached by Jon
Coached by
Snow.
Jon.
I think I think it was all downhill from the Arya pick.
Wait, there were some
Lady-
couple bright spots.
Lady was a great pick.
Okay, yeah, of course you think so. I mean, I think
The Blackfish.
Dario
was a steal in
and
round
Obara
5.
are both solid picks.
Jon Snow is going to tank the ship. But he's going to look good doing it.
He's gonna have the.
That's all that
You know, I'm
matters.
good with that.
I think looking at
Great
these
guy.
teams, you can be
That's
sure that a Jon Snow coach team is going to be the one winning the Spirit Award because they will not be cheating any rules.
Correct.
True.
That
It'll
is
be,
definitely true.
honorable to a fault.
I mean, I think Libby's team is significantly better than I expected it to be before we started. Like for blind picking, you did pretty well.
Decent. Yeah.
Alright.
You did pretty well. And if we're taking some of these characters in their primes, who knows? The Blackfish,
Who could say?
Roose, Hot Pie 10 years from now, maybe, if he loses a few pounds.
Hot pie post puberty.
yeah,
I think he's gonna really just.
He's going to
just
come
mess
into his
things
own,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say other than Arya, Dario, and Lady, because I just gotta go.
Obara's solid, too.
Obara's solid. The rest are kind of questionable, but for not knowing any characters,
Yeah.
surprisingly
I think
well.
you're thriving.
I'll take it.
Rufus, you started with the second pick. You took Brienne of Tarth, Grey Worm, Jorah Mormont, Osha, Gendry, Missandei, sorry.
Whoa, let's not. She's on my do not draft list too. She cray.
Missandei, Podrick Payne, because he is hot now.
Not to mention he's a great
The
fighter.
ladies'
He's gonna
man.
have
Podrick the
chemistry
ladies man.
out the butt.
quote fighter, and Daenerys Targaryen. Daenerys as your captain with Tyrion as the coach. That's a pretty solid team.
Duh.
I think chemistry-wise,
We're gonna murder
you definitely
people.
have the best chemistry.
We're like 9 legs up in chemistry.
but you have a ton of liabilities.
What? Who's a liability?
Jorah's old as fuck.
Jorah is not even that
He's
old.
old. He is old.
He's
All
not.
he's going to do is
I
spend
think
his
you
time
guys
being
are hating
jealous.
on the old people a little bit too much.
So Jorah is old.
He's experienced. I think
Missandei
is what you're saying.
and Dany are, I think,
Never
just,
fought.
Yeah, they're not fighters. They're not. They're not athletic.
What is that? That's not even accurate.
Danny can ride a dragon.
Yeah,
Which
Yeah.
none of us can do.
that's true.
Yeah. Have you ever killed a White Walker? I don't think so. She has.
Did Danny kill a White Walker?
Yeah. Did you not see the last episode?
She's killing like the zombie dead people.
She was killing the whites, not the White
Oh,
Walkers.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
Anyone can do that. Anyone can kill a dead person.
yeah, I mean, I think those.
She wasn't in
those
the
are
crypt,
three.
all
Those are
right?
three
So
liabilities
that's a step up.
that I think are going to be tough
I
to
don't think
overcome.
so. I think you're underestimating Jorah.
I mean, he's. You gotta. It's
A
an
complete
8-person team,
badass?
right? He's got to play like every single point. He's gonna run out of gas, real quick. Real quick.
I think you're being ageist right now.
Yeah, maybe. Swanee, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. But there's no way.
Yeah, spoiler. Game of Thrones spoiler. Swanee is not listening. All right, Joe, you picked third. You took Oberyn Martell, Yara Greyjoy, Jaqen Hagar, Syrio Farrell, Leaf, Lyanna Mormont, Khal Drogo, and Tyene. How's her name pronounced?
That's how I said it.
Tyene Sand, with the Queen of Thorns as your coach.
I'm feeling very confident about the skill of my team.
Because your team is super confident.
We definitely, yeah, because as it fits my team for sure. We definitely are susceptible to, just like going down 2-0 and then completely imploding and losing the pre-quarters at regionals when we're the 1 seed or something. But otherwise, I'm pretty happy with the talent on my team.
You guys are going to be way too cocky. Everyone's going to throw it away to no one.
You're gonna have
And
a
I
bunch
can't
of
wait.
hero.
Well,
Is it gonna be
luckily, no
zero
one.
hammers.
Luckily, no one is on my team.
Hey, it worked for Smokestack.
Does it?
There's like too many cooks in the kitchen
Yeah.
for your team.
I mean, we're
You don't
gonna
have
we're
any
gonna
other
run
too many
like
cooks in
we're
the
we're
kitchen.
gonna be
You're gonna be
running
setting each other
we're gonna be running like German Mexican offenses with a lot of short space. Like everyone's gonna get a lot of touches. They're gonna get to be active and run around a lot.
Everyone's going to handle, and everyone's going to turn.
And
And you're gonna you don't have any glue, dude. You have no glue
you don't
on
have-
that team.
nobody,
no glue.
Nobody took Bronn, which was surprising to me.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be a glue guy for sure.
I thought about Braun, but
I picked Jorah over Bronn. Are you kidding me?
We also left.
Jorah over Bronn. They're both old.
All right, we'll come back to who we left on the board because there are a few pretty key
The
characters.
Hound?
The Hound.
My
Yeah, the
favorite
Hound.
character?
And then I drafted last. I took the Night King, Nymeria, Ghost. And at that point, since no one else had drafted a wolf, I diverted from the strategy because I spent all day thinking I'm going to take 5 dire wolves and the Night King. But after the Night King, I had Nymeria, Ghost, Ygritte, Mira Reed, the Waif, Tormund Giantsbane, and Benjen Stark with Tyrion Lannister as my coach. I think coach-wise, I got you guys beat. I think pure talent-wise...
I'm not sure about
Excuse
that.
me?
I think pure talent-wise, I also have you beat. Team chemistry, to be sure, is going to
It's
be
terrible.
bad.
You also have 2 players that literally are unable to throw.
That's
They
fine.
literally can't do it.
Do you know how many teams make nationals with people who can't throw?
At
Not
me-
that
Every college
at
team.
me and you were also
Yeah, but we're not playing. You're not playing against college players.
Yeah, but
This
all
is the
the-
big leagues, Brad.
Yeah, come
all
on.
they have to do is run 70 yards faster than anyone on any of your teams can run.
You're just assuming that you're gonna just mark them straight up and just like let them do that, which is not how it's gonna work.
That's fine. If you have to throw, you're going to have to throw at least 4 defenders at them. There's no way you can play them in space and be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to be able to catch up to a fucking wolf. It's 5 feet tall. It's not just a wolf,
Agree-
Joe.
agree
It's
to
a
disagree.
dire
What if
wolf.
it's too
Agree to
windy and
disagree.
you can't throw in the wind?
All right,
and
so-
you can't throw any deep.
So
then
here's
you're fucked.
here's what we're gonna do. The next tournament we're at, bring Mel and the not Mel. Bring the younger.
Too much arthritis. No, she's still alive.
Okay. bring the younger border collies.
They're bad at frisbee.
That's fine. They're gonna get open.
Oh, they're bad at frisbee.
You're also betting on the wolves catching the frisbee. What if they're bad at frisbee?
They'll get better.
What if they just don't care? Like
Yeah.
a lot of dogs.
All right. I think
They just don't care.
What if
I
they're
think
like
what's gotta-
tennis ball
what's gotta
dogs?
happen-
You don't know. You don't know. That's a thing. My dog's a tennis ball dog. He doesn't like frisbee. You're really putting all of your eggs in one. All of your wolves in one basket.
I will live or die with dire wolf. I'm confident in my team to beat you.
From pick 2.
I think, yeah, if other people listening have thoughts on which team they think is best,
Yeah, we'll do a Twitter survey for the
tweet
people.
Yeah, tweet at us.
8 people lived in Hi, Mom.
The _Lookoff.
Yeah, Amir text me.
Yeah, maybe we'll put something on the subreddit or something too. But if you're a little more long-winded, you can email us thelookoffpodcast@gmail.com, and we'll potentially talk about it in the future.
Some people that we left off: Bron, as we mentioned,
Theon.
Yeah, I'm
He's
not,
like missing 3 of his fingers. That's that's a tough one.
Wait, offhand?
Loyal.
I don't remember which hand actually.
I don't know either.
his dick.
I don't know. Hodor would be decent pick.
I
You just
thought
gotta
about-
chalk it up to him. You
I
know?
thought about Hodor as a coach.
Do whatever.
I already have
do
Brienne.
whatever.
Whatever.
Hodor is a coach.
Oh Jesus Lord.
I think Loras would have been a good pick.
Yeah.
We already said Braun for sure.
Yeah, none of the Maesters. I'm glad no one went that way.
Yeah. I was thinking about Ned Stark as a coach as well.
I thought about that too. That seemed like a good coach name.
None of us picked the little bitch, Ollie.
Sansa's
pretty smart.
She
was in the crypt though. Her athleticism is questionable.
right. Her athleticism is a little questionable, but she is very tall.
True.
We left Rob and
We got
Jamie
Brienne.
on the board.
Yeah, Rob and Jamie.
Robert, who in his day was apparently a fighter. The Hound, of course.
Jamie only has one hand.
Well,
yeah.
Dude's not pancaking
which season?
anything.
Yeah,
Which
which
season?
Okay.
Also, it's his sword hand, which I'm gonna assume is his throwing hand.
also Seth Wiggins basically won Rhino a game with his offhand, so it happens.
Glad nobody.
Mance Raider is
Mance
another
Raider would be pretty good.
potential captain, potential coach. Actually, that might have been a better pick for my coach. Think about it, because he's got the experience of taking a bunch of egos and bringing them together for a common cause.
So today I was thinking that the best troll pick I could have made was to pick John Aaron as my first pick, who, for those of you who don't remember, in the very first episode begins one of the early scenes dead. That's how the series starts off. John Aaron being murdered.
That's right.
I haven't even seen these people on this list.
I've watched a lot of Game of Thrones, Libby.
That's evident.
I
Did you
don't-
make this
I don't-
list by yourself?
I found it online.
Okay, I was like, that's why.
And then added a few that I noticed were missing, mainly the dire wolf. I think that wraps it up for us.
Yeah.
Anybody with any final thoughts? Game of Thrones Ultimate?
My team's gonna murder all of your teams.
I still have no desire to watch this show.
That's
Sad.
too bad, Libby. Yeah, you're missing
Sad
out.
exclamation point.
Yeah, you're the dumb one. You're not wasting most of your life on this. This is all I can do now, is think about this show.
And actually, if anything, I feel like you should just start watching in the middle of this last season now, because you'll know some of the characters. Like, you'll have a vested interest in seeing
In Hot Pie.
Yeah, in Hot Pie. So that might make it even better.
All right, new segment real quick. What did we learn? Put some music over this, Joe. What did we learn? Libby, what did you learn about Game of Thrones today?
Nothing. There's
What did we learn? Great segment.
there's a lot of absurd names that all kind of seem the same. I learned that Jon Snow will be a bad coach.
I still don't totally agree with that. Not saying that there weren't better picks. There were definitely better picks, but
I don't think he'd be a good coach. I think he's proven time.
he's the rightful coach. You know, the head coach just got fired. He's the interim coach.
He's the coach. He was the coach who was promised.
Yeah. That's about it. Yeah.
Ultimate wise, CDA
real ultimate
meeting.
stuff. CDA meeting
Next week.
Thursday, the 9th of May.
Ooh, next Tuesday, CDA Town Hall. Next Thursday, CDA meeting. Don't know if those are both happening. I seem to promise CDA events when they're not happening, according to Lynch. So ask Lynch.
Well, another CDA event that is for sure happening is Summer League.
Summer League is for sure happening.
Sign up for that. I just registered today.
Everyone's doing it.
Everyone's doing it.
It's gonna be great.
Sign up for East Side, B Side.
I'm not doing it, but that's okay.
Well,
I don't live here.
I am doing it, and I am excited.
Attaboy.
I love Summer League.
I think that's it. Quick housekeeping thing. There's some confusion with episode numbers, potentially, because this is episode 11 as far as we've recorded it, but we recorded another episode with Abby Chang last week that we're waiting to release. So I don't know which one's going to come out first, but...
You've either heard that or you haven't. If you have, just ignore this part of the show. If you haven't, check that one out and check out an article on Ultiworld written about Abby Chang by one of the up-and-coming journalists in the sports industry.
It was Brad. It was Brad. It was Brad. Yeah.
Good luck with club season, everybody. Anybody want?
And college nationals
Go
for
Columbus
Libby.
Pride.
Go Columbus Pride. Pride
Yeah,
of
we gotta do
Columbus,
that episode.
Pride of Ohio. #poo.
I forgot about that.
I'm unwell.
All right. All right. I think that's a wrap. Thanks for joining us.
#boo.
Until next time.
Yeah. Until next time.
Bye forever.
Just licking you off.
Looking you off. Game of Thrones style likes it.